The 10 most powerful non-couple duet performances. Over the years, there have been a lot of believable duets amongst different performers. Of course, certain duets stand out owing to the vocal harmonies or the prominence of the performers. However, some platonic couples are so talented at singing love songs together on stage that it's easy to mistake them for a real relationship. According to our knowledge, these are the top 10 duet performances by vocalists who were not romantically engaged. Hi there, welcome to Topics World. Please give your suggestions in the comment section. Number 10, Easy Loving. Country music performers Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty were not just a well-known duet who worked together on several successful songs in the 1970s and early 1980s, but they also had such great chemistry and a warm relationship that many fans thought there was an offstage romance between them. Twitty and Lynn, however, were married to other people at the time. In the PBS documentary Loretta Lynn, Still a Mountain Girl, Lynn clarified the situation by refuting these accusations and declaring her friendship and affection for Twitty. In fact, as we can see in their performance of Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man on Lynn's 1985 TV special, the two actually become more physically expressive as they age. In a televised duet of Easy Loving in 1972, however, they gave off powerful vibrations despite giving a pretty quiet performance. Number 9, Hate That I Love You. While some may have thought Rihanna and Any Connection Yos during their performance of Hate That I Love You at the 2007 American Music Awards was too stagey and polished, the two singers did a great job pulling it off. The music itself is nearly overshadowed by Rihanna's teasingly sexy demeanor, who is suitably attired in a flapper-inspired outfit. One vocalist plays it substantially cooler than the other in many of these fantastic duets. Ne-Yo is the more reserved performer in this case, even though he has great reflexes and is really into the performance. While talking about his collaborations with her, Ne-Yo remarked about Rihanna, "When I met her, she was young yet. I first met her when she was a little child." He said that he felt awkward hearing his buddies talk about how attractive she was to men. However, after seeing this performance, we would never suspect that. Number 8, You Don't Bring Me Flowers. Barbra Streisand and Neil Diamond originally didn't plan for their melancholy duet, You Don't Bring Me Flowers, from 1978 to be a duet. According to a 1978 Rolling Stone article, a scorned, just-divorced radio DJ from Louisville, Kentucky, patched them together as a nasty epistle to his ex-wife. The vocalists had each recorded their own version of the song. The record company decided to have Diamond and Streisand record a true duet of the song as a result of the song's success. Their performance of You Don't Bring Me Flowers at the 1980 Grammy Awards is particularly memorable and moving, despite how lovely the audio recording is. Shouts of delight can be heard emanating from the audience when Streisand gently strokes Diamond's face. The two great actors used their individual acting skills to convince the audience that they were a real couple who were heartbroken because their once good relationship was now falling apart. Number 7, Endless Love. That the sweepingly gorgeous ballad Endless Love, from the soundtrack of the same-named 1981 coming-of-age movie has been recorded several times, including the well-known Luther Vandross Mariah Carey rendition in the early 1990s, should not come as a surprise. The song's composer, Lionel Richie, and Diana Ross first recorded Endless Love as a duet. At the 1982 Academy Awards, the two performed a remarkable duet in which Richie performs in a brazenly flirty manner while Ross is more reserved. However, the vocalists get along quite well overall and might have passed for a real couple. Number 6, Friends and Lovers. Gloria Loring, a singer and actress, sang a highly popular duet with Carl Anderson, Jesus Christ Superstar, in an episode of the daytime drama Days of Our Lives in the 1980s. Gloria Loring is arguably best known for playing Liz Chandler on the soap opera Days of Our Lives. They sang the song Friends and Lovers together, which is about two close friends who are thinking of getting romantically involved despite the potential harm to their treasured friendship. Together with Loring's sassy performance, the friendly, carefree atmosphere successfully conveys the idea of friends who are attracted to one another. For 2 weeks, the song peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100 list. Number 5, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. One of the many skills that the crooner Bobby Darin possessed was the ability to sing romantic duets, especially with female singers who appeared as guests on his television program in the early 1970s. Darin was a renowned actor who received an Oscar nomination for his performance in the 1964 drama Captain Newman, M.D. Despite being best known as a singer, songwriter and musician who recorded a number of hits in the 1950s and 60s, including Dream Lover and 18 Yellow Roses, Darin was also a noted singer. It makes sense, then, that Darin was skilled at singing delicate, occasionally tense duets. In a 1973 episode of his TV program, Darin sang a thrilling performance of the Motown classic Ain't No Mountain High Enough with Freda Payne, from the band of Gold. He had a connection with Payne, who gave a warm and receptive performance, which helped. But the two were also quite good at conveying a feeling of closeness. This is greatly influenced by their body language. They keep their eyes locked on one another throughout the fast-paced song while seated close to each other. Their lips are so close together toward the end of the song that it seems like they are singing into one another's mouths, which naturally results in a kiss at the song's conclusion. Number 4, I Left My Heart in San Francisco Night and Day. Another hot singer-actor was Dean Martin, who sang a lot of flirtatious and even sensual duets with the female singers who appeared as guests on his well-liked TV variety show. These exercises frequently resembled comic skits. Ridiculous remarks, boisterous laughter, or Martin hamming it up with his farcically romantic act would stop the singing. Martin's real and intense sexual appeal was clear when he sang I Left My Heart in San Francisco and Night and Day with Broadway singer Eddie Gorm in the 1964 TV special Your All-Time Favorite Songs. This song has a more mature vibe to it, which fits Gorm and the tasteful musical arrangement. This beautifully coordinated portrayal of a love pair serenading each other is obviously two smooth experts who know precisely what they are doing. Number 3, Islands in the Stream. Islands in the Stream by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton is one of the most well-known and recognizable duets of all time. Naturally, the country music stars have collaborated on other well-known songs, including Dolly Parton's favorite, You Can't Make Old Friends. Maybe because it was written by the Bee Gees for soul singer Marvin Gaye and wasn't intended to be a duet, their first duet, the 1983 smash Islands in the Stream, had something unique about it. Rogers, who wasn't eager to record the song, proposed enlisting Dolly Parton, and that suggestion was the difference between success and failure. They grew to be close friends and frequently worked together. In a 2017 interview he and Parton gave to Today, Rogers, who passed away in 2020, explained why they never dated. Rogers declared, I'm a firm believer that maintaining tension is preferable to satisfying it. Secondly, she rejected me, she said. They didn't have a romantic connection, according to Parton, since they acted too much like brothers. Many times throughout the years, Parton and Rogers have played Islands in the Stream, but the greatest and most convincing performance came at the 17th Annual Country Music Association Awards in 1983. This flirty, jubilant, high-energy performance particularly highlights the pair's connection and rap prowess. Number 2, Some Enchanted Evening. Obviously, there is a significant difference between a standalone duet and a duet performed in a musical through specific characters and within the context of a tale. It's difficult to compare the two. Theatrical duets can, however, occasionally be so potent that they stand out on their own. One such instance is the Broadway premiere of Rodgers and Hammerstein's South Pacific, where the great singer-actress Mary Martin and renowned opera baritone Ezio Pinza sang the song Some Enchanted Evening, 1949. The way Pinza's deep, rich voice blends with Martin's pure, delicate vocals is one of this duet's most stunning features. Midway through the 1950s, a performance of the traditional emotional ballad about love at first sight that these two great artists performed together was televised on a TV special. By using this duet's soaring emotion, which is at once delicate and passionate, in combination with their natural chemistry, Martin and Pinzer show a couple who are ecstatically in love. Number 1, Shallow. The performance of Shallow by Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga during the 2019 Oscar show, which Gaga co-wrote, generated a lot of discussion. When the two co-starred in the 2018 adaptation of A Star Is Born, rumors about a potential love relationship between them were already swirling. The breathtakingly beautiful ballad from the movie was covered passionately, which only fueled rumors about Gaga and Cooper, who were both in other relationships at the time. Aside from how sensual the duet is, the two seem very comfortable with each other, especially when Cooper joins Gaga on the piano bench and they close their eyes and faces to end the song. Later, Cooper denied their friendship went beyond that of friends. He genuinely intended for the song to progress like a scene from a movie. According to Cooper, just from a personal aspect, it lessens the anxiety level. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, "They sort of fell in love in that movie scenario," he continued. "It's that shocking incident that occurs to them in front of a large audience on stage. If we had been sitting on stools and facing the crowd, it would have been so strange.